In a distant kingdom, there existed a strange and unsettling tradition. Every year, the people chose a new king. Whoever ruled the kingdom for 1 year had to give up the throne at the end of that time and was sent away to a remote, deserted island ever to return. When a king's reign ended, a grand farewell ceremony was held. He was dressed in royal clothes, seated on an elephant, and taken around the kingdom one last time so he could bid farewell to his people. After that, he was left alone on the island, and the people returned to their lives. 1 year while the people were returning after leaving the old king on the island, they noticed a shipwreck in the sea. Among the broken pieces, a young man was clinging to a wooden plank, struggling to survive. They rescued him and brought him back to the kingdom. Since the time had come to choose a new king, they explained their custom to the young man and offered him the throne for 1 year. At first, he found the tradition hard to believe, but after hearing everything, he accepted the responsibility. On the 3rd day of his reign, the new king called his minister and said, "Take me to the island where the former kings were sent." When they arrived, the sight was terrifying. Dense forests covered the land, wild animals roamed freely, and strange sounds echoed from all directions. As the king moved deeper into the island, he saw the bones of previous kings scattered on the ground. At that moment, he realized the truth of he did nothing. His fate would be the same. He immediately returned to the kingdom and summoned 100 strong workers. He ordered them to make the island safe. For several months, the workers cleared the forest, killed dangerous animals, and removed every threat. Slowly, the island began to change, but the king did not stop there. He instructed them to plant gardens, bring animals such as cows, chickens, ducks, and sheep, and build a beautiful house, along with a harbor. Over time, the once-dead island turned into a peaceful and livable place. Throughout his reign, the king lived simply. He avoided luxury and spent the kingdom's resources preparing the island. He knew that true wisdom was not enjoying the present blindly, but securing the future wisely. When the year came to an end, the people followed their tradition. The king was dressed in royal garments, seated on an elephant, and taken toward the island. Unlike the kings before him, he was smiling. The people asked in surprise, "Oh, king, why are you smiling? All the kings before you were heartbroken, but you look happy." The wise king replied calmly, "When a child is born, it cries while the world rejoices. But a person should live in such a way that when they leave this world, they are smiling and the world is crying. I did not waste my rule on luxury. While others were lost in palace pleasures, I prepared for my future. I turned the island that once symbolized death into a peaceful home for myself." The people were amazed by his wisdom. Thus, the story of the wise king became a timeless lesson. Those who prepare for the future in time can turn even the darkest ending into success.